everything he can. Sand goes down, but tries to create a little bit of space. Eats the headshot from Suzuhu and disengages.
Huddle Crew finally getting a couple points here. It's been pretty rough for them so far on this map here. You see this struggle just a bit. The story has definitely been Ninja's supreme dominance so far. He's doing pretty good right here. And even with no help, says, you know what, I'm not going to give away 3 points, might as well go for it. He was so close.
Yeah, you can see him calling out the whites there on the sword, knowing they only need a couple more shots to get it as we switch back on over to the Cuddle Crew, who've established themselves there, but are still struggling to kind of get the points. The first time we're really seeing them all together, but Clytest immediately gets ripped from the spawn.
Yeah, Lachlan's team needs to represent. There they are. They're finally starting to score it up. He's got a couple of eliminations. You can see X-Sandy here. 16 Elam, so definitely has some Slayers there.
Yeah, they need to figure out their game plan because they're getting Elims and putting things together. They have solid numbers. They're just not getting the right hill time. Maybe it's go somewhere else. You don't always have to go to the point that's directly in front of you. Go contest someone, or maybe just go mess with somebody at their spawn. Delay them so they don't rotate towards you. Like a number of times, as you said before, you can see where people are spawning. If you want to go deny a team, you can send somebody to deny them. Just know that player is coming back over and over and over with likely more resources than you.
Every single time. And look at this. The Little Whip Warriors. And in just 1 minute, you quick capture D will be unlocked in the center of the map.
And while they have a solid team right now, just under 150 points, that disappears in the blink of an eye. That's about 50 kills. That's just how valuable it is. But we saw the shift in gameplay that happened. Everybody tunneled it right away, and then the Fish Fam were able to get back up. But after that, kind of cycled it back in, and the center point became the focus and where the win was taken. And right now, on the left, they were struggling at the start. They're doing fine right now in second place, Monster.
They're definitely creeping their way right back up. They're about to hit that 300-point mark there. We have Svenos just on the point by himself right now, waiting for Hand of Blood to come on up, hopefully. And again, no surprise, Ninja and his crew has found themselves in this win.
And the way they've angled this build is brilliant, because if you come up the steps, you're pushing into somebody's right hand, and on the other side, you're blocked off, as Ninja then just drops down 0-0-0-0, and he gets picked up with the alley-oop from Gotaga, as Gotaga comes up with Magma. 1, 2, 3. Ravens out of nowhere, but the Little Whip Warriors don't care. They're cutting down in 3, 2, 1. You can already see MSYB is down there. Alex JJ down there. Carter down there. They're trying to set up control right away. Lava Record go, but the impulses are raining from everywhere.
Hand of Blood really trying to send you there early too, as with every other captain, but it was to no surprise not effective.
And you can see that the Chicken Champions are committed to Little Whip Warriors as well. While contention is happening down in the bottom, no Infinity Blade Wielder is in there, but the steady climb of points coming out of the Chicken Champions is going to be beneficial. But also, just like that, Llama Rekiko is a little bit off the pace. They need to get the center uncontested. However, this game, they have a lot more attention on that.
Yeah, but look, Fish Fam's doing the same thing they did last time, just slowly, or actually, sorry, the Chicken Champions have adopted the strategy.
Fish Fam are doing it too. You can see they're getting 3 points there. So there's 2 teams who are just hanging out up top, no problem. All the other teams right now are contesting. Raven's Revenge has control of the of one of the other side, so every hill is occupied and full controlled by a team, not being contested. Everyone else is looking at the middle.
Yeah, and it's actually working. The Chicken Champions are right behind the Little Whip Warriors right now. They're almost in the lead here. They just have to kind of hold it down. Honestly, the Little Whip Warriors have to identify what platform they're on and go take it.
Well, this is the last time. They kind of had a good lead and then stalled out. You need a game plan when the middle platform goes. You either need to stick to it or, depending on the score, be adaptive. Because right now, Chicken Champions, they're being fine. As long as somebody isn't controlling the middle, they're going to be able to have that lead. And you can send one person to just throw impulses down there over and over. Just be annoying from the top.
Here's Scissors. 6 Elans looking good on this other point, and now he's in the top 3. They weren't even close before, but just by slowly, consistently gaining points here, you can see they're breaking those thresholds slowly but surely. and Little Whip Warriors no longer in the lead.
Yeah, Little Whip Warriors actually unseated the Chicken Champions there from their control point. They're taking it over. They're trying to get it back, so that's a battle right now. But the Funky Fighters out of nowhere, middle hill, and all of a sudden, just like that, into first place, going to pass 700 in just a second. Nope, get pushed out, and now they're back in there. Tomoya going off right now. Lumberwreck and Co. down there and trying to push him out. And you can see they're contesting it over and over again, but they're not getting the points they saw last game, falling off the pace.
Yep. They are slowly just battling for this number one. Chicken Champs kind of overtake it now as well. The Fish Fam not too far either. Everyone's so close here in the top four. Don't forget, you take a victory, you win 55,000 bonus in prize.
And right now, Suzu is going off. 21 eliminations, and right as I say that, apologies for the caster curse, but 21 eliminations from the Belgian. He loves practicing his builds and creative, and is showing it off here with really clever defensive cone edits up there. But right now, Little Whip Warriors are going at it. Tomoya gets the better of Ninja, and he gets cut down, but Funky Fresh Fighters then get sent all over the place thanks to the impulses from above.
I love this strat. He kind of sends out for a second there, just to kind of catch a breather, see if his teammates come back. But unfortunately, the timing was just a bit off. And the Llama Record Company now control the middle point. For how long, we will find out here, as this is their comeback story, because they need these points desperately here. Hand of Blood still alive, just long enough to get a couple of more points. But Scissors is playing the long game here, just eating away at the threshold here at the top.
So Suzu isn't good for them. I'm assuming they've sent him to just go either watch middle and be their middle control. No, he just came up the backside. There you go. And just like go flying at people as the cutoff who come up in a very well coordinated pinch. Three from the side, and Scissors gets taken down. But the Funky Fresh. Oh no!
No, they got stopped at 1 point.
Yo, so if you are the Fish Fam or Little Whip, right now you have to send somebody to stop them. If that Infinity Blade wielder gets out of spawn and goes anywhere for 1 second, they will win. Somebody has to deny him. It is all on Tomoya. Anywhere he goes, it doesn't have to be the one near him. If he touches the middle, a singular, uncontested second will be the victory for them.
Are the final moments here, Sundown. Look at him. He's got a slight grin on his face. He wants to do it. Is this the point that he's going to make it? Here it goes. He takes the stake. He does miss. He's going back forward now. His team's up there. All he has to do is sweat just a couple of times. Can he win this straight? And he does not.
And as you watch, check the points on the right-hand side. Nobody is climbing up by the 12s, and as they did, Llama Record Co gets the control there, but Little Whip contesting them right back. Funky Fresh Tomoya will be back and looking to find it, but the contestant is going for the middle. Here's Tomoya, he knows just a second in there, uncontested will be enough. Can he get it?
Oh,
no, he doesn't have knocked down. The impulse grenade at the second he landed knocks everyone out. No one's in there. Can he find it? And he does. That's it. His feet touch the ground. The impulse doesn't go off. Tomoya takes it for the Funky Fighters with some brilliant teamwork.
What an intense endgame, too. Gets taken out at 999 points. Really, anything can happen in those final moments.
I'm telling you, I love the Sky Station Showdown. Can't wait for more people to start playing. And the Funky Fresh Fighter right there celebrating with his team. You can see them just so excited, so happy. Let's take a look at this final replay. Now, again, we talked about it. The impulse is being a great denial tool. Right there as the player goes down, sent back out, goes in, but misses the jump monster.
He almost had the flashiest ending ever. Just kind of diving in and wrapping it all up. But it was just good enough. Like you said, he only had to stay there for a bit. And even with the impulse bumping him out, that's it.
And I mean, you saw the impulse explosion second after going off. The team's doing everything they can, but it was not enough to shut down the Funky Fighters. Tomoya, Kutu, Huzi, Dracius, incredibly well done to take the second match of the first set at the Creative Finals.
Yeah, you know what? I am a Funky Fighter rooter and supporter now. I'm rooting for them.
Really?
I can't
really?
do it.
Okay, just gonna bandwagon right after. Yay, the next team who won, I'm their fan. But no, great performance coming out from them. And it's one thing we talked about, right? The adaptation that happens from match to match. Llama Record was like, oh, we're gonna stick to our game plan. That didn't work out.
Yeah, it really didn't in those end-game situations. They really just kind of crept up and snuck and took the entire competition.
They did, and they were able to make sure that they got time in the middle when Little Whip and that team weren't able to get their Llama Record Little Whip going at it constantly. Funky Fresh just able to step there.
Yep, and that's just kind of how it happens, you know. Now they find themselves closer to taking the Silver Llama for this set. At the end of the day, now the pressure's on.
The pressure is on, but the Funky Fighters have a little bit of pressure off of their shoulders because they know they got that top spot. And we have Pookie standing by on the top deck with them. Pooks, what do you got for us?
Thank you so much, Sundown. I am down here. Our second game winners here. Congratulations, guys. First off and foremost. What was that like?
I was really nervous. Like, I was imagining losing with 1 point would be terrible. So we just tried to get one more point, and we did it. So
it was definitely devastating. I was screaming in my seat. I heard all the fans in the audience screaming for you guys.
They're just coming out here and wiping players up, so a lot of talented players here at the Creative Finals.
I mean, Tomoya talked about it. He was like, hey, when I pick my team, very confident there with their death run ability. Want to see what they do in the elimination race during World Run. But incredibly well so far at Sky Station. That's going to be a confidence booster, because if you can get the Silver Llama there and you're confident in your ability on the World Run, you're set.
Yeah, you're just one step closer. So with the first place and the second place, they're clearly having a good set so far here at the Sky Station show.
Yeah, it's been very well done from them, but it's still anybody's game. Don't forget, the winner of the Silver Llama is the one who has accumulated the most prize money.
Everyone is a winner, so you really have to fight till the end, regardless if you're in the lead or not. This is why these guys are going for it, because this is life-changing prize money on the line.
And I mean, we've seen the difference in 10 seconds in that center circle. 120 right there, it makes a huge difference, but enough of us breaking it down. We're going to throw it outside to Bala, because he's going to show us what's up with the tactics. Bala, what do you got for us?
I'm out here at the Fan Festival, and I don't have a band. After this set, I'll have to hop on somewhere with Monster. We got a ton of awesome action. I've been watching it, and I have to show you guys what went down in that first and second game. It's awesome. First off, the Llama Record Company started off with an amazing take, cohesiveness on the point. Every single time they went up here, they were going from two sides, two angles, and the sword approach at the center, but made sure that he was the most important person not to go down. You see there, Hand of Blood and his teammates all backing up and having engagement on the side. Just mow it down, but immediately as he realizes his teammates are up on the board, about to get up, about to push the ramp, he comes up from the side, slices and dices, but meanwhile, they ended up falling down to the board. If you look at it now where they're at, they're only in second place. Fishman was dancing and talking It was Llama Record Company making the plan, making the play to get in towards the center. absolutely amazing take in the center of the first game. Left a hand of blood. Dominating with the super point there. Guys, 2 matches down on Sky Station. Showdown, 1 more to go. We'll see where Monster lands at the end of this. I maybe join you on that bandwagon. Guys, take it back.
I mean, it's starting to get a little off the crowded, man. But as you said, there is 1 more regular Sky Station Showdown match. We'll see it again later in the remix version during the Golden Games. And it's been so... Then I did okay in the last one. They were in 4th, so they were there. They're close. Funky Fighters have a win in the 2nd place. Do you send somebody to just hard deny the Funky Fighters the entire time? You don't get the Silver Llama if you don't, right? If the Funky Fighters finish above you, they're going to be finished off. Do you think they can spare somebody to do that, though? Because it's better off to deny them than it is to push up the top.
Yeah, the problem is then, the Littlewood Warriors have been so consistent, you literally allow them to snipe the competition because you over-focus. So I think the play here is play your game, and if anything, stay away from them. Let the rest of the server do that, gritty work for you and dominate the other side. Take that victory.
There you go. I like to hear it. Monsters, that's fantastic analysis. This is why we keep you around. The breakdown and making sure you challenge the initial opinion there as the Ravens Revenge are able to get on the top and in a fantastic spot of control right now, building up a 40-point lead.
Yeah, even Gotaga's team is still in this. They've been doing relatively well so far. Here it is. He just kind of goes toe-to-toe, and Ninja strikes him right down. Oh, but his teammate comes on in. Ravens Revenge. Who is that? Magma comes right up to the top. And give you guys a little fun fact about Magma. He's from Australia. He started playing in Fortnite Season 2. His favorite aspect of creative mode is actually speedrunning. Always finds new ways to kind of play the game.
I mean, good on him, man. I get incredibly frustrated by that, but then watching these guys do the speed runs and how quickly they go through and how efficiently, it just reminds me why we're up here talking about it and watching them do this creative madness. As Scissors cuts through the competition, goes straight up to delay and right back down Cuddle Group, not quite able to get him. It goes up again, so right now just denying the Cuddle through the points, but we talked about how we wanted to see more from them right now, pushing into the top 3.
Yes, the Cuddle Crew, come on, make a big appearance. Every game is worth so much. You, at the very least, want to be up in that top 4 contestant so that you can take a little bit more home with you. Here it is, Ninja. disengages, actually just takes down Magma. And hey, I like the strat here. He says, you know what, I got low health, let's just get back on this respawn wagon. Doesn't even give anyone the satisfaction of stealing the Siphon.
I was about to say, no Siphon, no materials, quick reset, knows he can get out there with basically in his spawn anyway. That is the type of competitive edge Ninja always looks to give himself.
I love that. That was like 200 IQ low-key right there. It was very well played. But back to Gotaga and Hand of Blood here in the same shot. Hand of Blood he can't do much. He knows there's a team up there. Waits for his entire squad to go up the ramp and then hops right to the top. But now back to Gotaga, who's on this point by himself. He wants to kind of bait him into the close. Can he get the hit? And he does. Talnot goes right down, straight to the top.
That was sick, using the jump right as the animation had started to make sure he clipped him from the bottom, dodges the Funky Fresh Fighter out. Gotaga now getting pinched from the side. 3 of the Funky Fresh Fighters up there doing everything they can, and the shots will come out. Trying to find it, and Dracius coming back up to try and get some defense there for Gotaga, instead just going to disengage.
And it's actually prime movement right there as well. You just see him baiting and switching, going back and forth, trying to get in there, see if he can kind of sneak in and get some extra damage. And here it is, someone's in front of him. He only needs 2 sweats. He goes down, he gets the Siphon. Oh, cannot convert another, which would have kept him in the game. His teammates are here though.
We're seeing a lot more points being assorted. It's a little more top-heavy this game, going towards the 10-minute mark right now, with Raven's Revenge and Llama Record Co. 100 points clear of the rest of the field.
Unfortunately, though, the Funky Fighters have fell to the bottom of the totem pole. If they can't come up to the top, they actually are pushing themselves way out of the average, running for the win of this set. So they really need a massive comeback here. But Savenos is showing why he's here with 13 eliminations already. And bye-bye, falls down. Lucky for him, no fall damage.
Yeah, it does reset, and that might be one of those moments where you opt for denying, and in fact he does, saying, hey, I'm at 5 HP anyway, stay in a bit for this one.
Smart play for him. Sunshine Soldiers having a spot to themselves as well right now. Not quite sure who they pushed out here, but the impulse are flying overhead. And Gotaga, they're doing so good at holding the point here, and this is why they're in the #1 lead, but they don't have too much cushion to play with.
Particularly when 12 points per second on that central point is open. Gotaga checking his surroundings, no shots coming through, and Arte actually using the door edit and just a little counter edit to make sure that Obi is able to come up and contest him, and just starts raining shots down towards the Little Whip Warriors. Raven's Revenge making their lives difficult this game, but up comes Ninja. Arte goes down, Chappie goes down, Ninja gets the slam. Gotaga will he be able to find the last hit? Ninja intelligently backs away and strafes it out. Teammate picks that one up, and they get control.
Yeah, I love how he played that, stepping and sidestepping so that he can just stay alive, because it doesn't matter if your team successfully wipes a point. If you don't have your captain there to seal the deal for the points afterwards, then you cannot earn anything from it. Here comes Gotaga, he's throwing himself into the fire, straight into the point there, and he gets taken out. Here it is, Tomaya's team has fallen to last place. Can they make a miraculous comeback here before the 7-minute mark, maybe get themselves in a running? They're trying their hardest.
And I mean, generally we talk about past occurrences, it might be like player jinxes going on right now. Everyone's saying, yeah, we're doing well, we're going to stick to our game plan.
That just shows you no one is safe here. These guys are evolving, and they're playing a better game after game. Here goes Scissors. He needs one more swipe there, but Clytax wins the small engagement.
Clytax has been dragging out. He's been playing so incredibly well, being aggressive, getting in players' faces, and doing it all with that rare tack. But he's been consistently highest up there in terms of the elim. You see Fortnite trying to get some pressure down, but good defensive building there from Kororo. Ryan Frantic comes up the side and cleans it up, but there is Hand of Blood coming directly down. Danya is also up there. We got a three-way battle, but it's 4 chickens saying, this is our roost, get out.
That's right, coming right up to own it all for themselves. Rubius doing so good right now. He's from Spain. He actually has a record on, what's it, YouTube for live streaming? 1.1 million viewers, imagine.
Yes, one of the biggest content creators in Spain. Will they be able to push down towards the middle? As you can see, Little Whip and Llama Record Company already down there. We've seen this story before as the Funky Fresh Fighters go in, but you can barely even hear the shots over the impulse grenades going off as everyone's like, no, we've seen how this goes.
The Funky Fighters need this. The Llama Record Company need this. So many of these guys, it's riding on this game right here. They have to get as many points as possible.
But even with the 12-point one, we haven't seen a lead like this from Gotaga in group. They are nearly 300 points clear of the Nobody else is contesting there. The cutoff has now been able to catch up a little bit, but they both just established control in their top zones, and Cuddle Crew won't pass Ravens Revenge by just sticking with 3 points. They're in a fantastic spot to win this match.
Yeah, they've actually been very consistent as well, right? They've been doing okay in that top 4, just doing a pretty good job at staying relevant after all of these rounds. So if Gotaga's team takes this, we actually don't know who can take this set right now. It's actually that close right here. Little Whip Warriors have kind of fallen down a bit here, but Funky Fighters clearly in last place is not good.
And now, right now, you can see Tomoya coming in, doing everything he can to knock it down. Carnifex challenging as best he can, and Lachlan is just hanging out inside the cone.
Lachlan's doing a great job here, just kind of hiding, loving the low profile, kind of position and take here on the point. He goes in it, but hey, he has to come out now and defend himself. The 3 chicken who surround him and take down that Cuddle Bear. Oh, man.
They're supposed to be the tender defenders, but that was a whole bunch of aggression coming out from them there as they now immediately look and start to take shots. And the Ravens Revenge have now finally been unseated from their 3-point game. So a little bit of room to start for the catch-up, but it is utter chaos in point D as Tomoya gets taken down and the Funky Fighters are still in 8th place.
55,000 minimal on this game alone here. You want to win this one. Ravens Revenge, can they hold it? Or will Cuddle Crew find themselves a big piece of the pie here? Because we're in New York City, you know, that's how we're doing it. Here comes Gotaga kind of hopping on overhead. And
This nail biter yet edge out the Cuddle Crew in 2 teams who we said we wanted to see more. They brought more.
are you kidding me? The Fish fans step up and shut it down. Just the fact they stepped on the point, they couldn't earn points and lost the lead. They were just a tick ahead. That could have been their game.
I mean, it's just, let's check out the replay. You can see the counter in the top right, but the Fish fam going up and challenging on the other side. You can see them hopping up there. No one was at the Ravens Revenge as soon as they were there, and the celebration too. You have to be excited when you see that Victory Royale screen pop up when you're up there. I mean, What's it like to win a game on that stage? I have no idea. Those guys do, though.
We at some point before the day's over, we really got to recap the other point of a point of view there, because they had it. They were one tick ahead. They were there, knocking on the door, 55,000 away from bonus prize on top of this entire competition. It was right there.
And it got taken away, and this is why I love Sky Station Showdown. The clutch little moments, the interactions that happen, very similar to Battle Royale, where every single thing that is happening on the map can affect the overall end result of the game, as you see there in Raven's Revenge, closing it out. Gotaga, the competitive veteran, able to clutch it up in the final moments. Magma, Arthier, and Chappie as well, just a great performance out of them, taking the top spot in the final match of the first set.
Now I get to say, I was right the whole time. I started off with, Raven's Revenge, kind of making me feel like, hey, these are my guys. Let's go with your gut, guys, all right? Raven's Revenge, that's who I said when I started this whole thing. I told you.
He's not wrong. They were able to take it back, but we're going to throw it up top to an interview with Raven's Revenge with Zeke. Zeke, you there, buddy?
I am here, son. Now, thank you so much. Fun fact, Monster did in fact say Raven's Revenge would win. I've got your back, Monster. I am here. You guys got your revenge. I gotta ask, first question to you, Gotaga. How's it feel to be here in the stadium, the fans, the roar, and facing off with your peers? Was it what you expected?
It's crazy, and we have a really strong team. We are learning a lot from our mistakes, and I'm so glad to be here, to be honest. I don't know how to describe it.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy being here. I'm right there with you. All right, so now who's the overall shot caller? Is it Gotaga? Is it you? Who is it?
Kind of all four of us. We were playing too afraid at first, so we just had to just go in there and just kill them as fast as we could, and then spawn trap. That was our goal.
Okay, what's the strategy like? Are you guys, talking through at the beginning? Are you guys waiting for someone else to make a move? Or are you guys like, no, we're going in first?
Yeah, we're trying to, really pressure Ninja's team. We're trying to put pressure on that green point. And, we were able to control it over them. They ended up wussing off over to the center. And, we were able to play our game and play what we wanted.
Awesome. Final question. What do you want to say to all the fans that are here watching, cheering you guys on, and from home?
I don't know, it's just incredible. I'm happy that so many people are here. I don't know, just enjoying the show. It's amazing, honestly.
Well, congratulations, guys. Now, I believe for now, we're going to send it over to Golden Boy, who is standing by.
Going on there, and now what we're doing right now, hanging out as they walk back over, just brilliantly done there from RTA, Magma, Chappie, Gotaga. The teamwork from them was just on point. You talked about it, all four strong players from Gotaga, and they're happy with the final result, and that puts them immediately into contention because it's cumulative prize point to find out who will take that first silver llama and kind of get a leg up for the rest of the creative.
That's why I touch on something that that focus here is like, okay, we know who's kind of farming which one. They're shutting players down, shutting down their competition so that they can take these sets.
Well, that's the next step, right? As